I know you've already heard from me this morning, but I wanted to talk with you about what's a big source of stress for a lot of people during this time. Things are different. What you do, who's surrounding you, even what you have to think about. And I've been realizing certain things that bother me, and actually they bother me sort of on a recurring basis. Here's an example. When I check my credit cards, I always seem to forget which ones I have on auto pay from the card, which ones are auto paying by the bank, which ones I have to manually pay. I mean, I don't have that many, but just maybe 4 or 5, and some of them are store cards. It's just, I don't use the credit. I just use it as a way to track my purchases, and then I pay everything off every month. But every month I get worried. They're all due on different dates. Every month I forget which ones are being paid, which ones do I have to do something about, and I try to take care of them one by one. But you know what I need to do in order to be at peace? I need to write down all the cards, and I need to write down what happens with them. This card withdraws from my bank account. That card, the bank sends the money. This one, I have to do it. Did you know that even if you're receiving paper statements, if it should happen that you didn't receive the statement, something happened with the mail, who knows, you're still responsible for it. The credit card company still holds you responsible. You can't say, oh, I never got the statement. It's the same thing with your electric bill and your water bill and all your utilities. So I need to write that down and put it someplace where I'll be able to find it. Oh my gosh, that's something else. I need to find a place in my house where this is where I keep important papers. Important papers are records that I need to keep, and also things to which I need to refer on a regular basis, so I know where they are. I'll get this idea of, oh, I just thought of a good new place to keep things, and I'll move something, and then I can't remember where that good place was that I thought of. So, it's okay to make a list, maybe a list on my phone. I could even make a folder that says important information, and it'll tell me, okay, the records you're keeping for this year's taxes are in that drawer, or, your credit card information is here. By the way, my mother, I think, told me years ago, she said, take all your credit cards and lay them out on a copier and copy the front side, and then turn them all over, copy the back side, keep that paper in a safe place, because if your credit card should ever get lost or stolen or destroyed inadvertently, this way you know what you had, you know what's missing, and you have the number to call to do something about it without having to panic. So, I hate the feeling that I get when I'll get a credit card statement, and I'll get this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach, like, oh my gosh, is this one that it's going to withdraw from the bank, or is the bank going to pay it? And I have to fight this feeling of almost dread, because I don't know what the status is. And if I had it written down, I would know, right? Instead of having to look up each card individually every time this happens. So, I don't know, maybe in the past I felt like I was too busy to take care of this. But you know what? I'm not too busy now. So I'm going to take care of it. What's another thing? Something maybe closer to home. Like, are your dishes piling up in the sink? You know what? If you got time to eat and dirty them up, you got time to clean them. Seriously, maybe this is a time to start a better habit of washing the dishes. If not right after you use them, then maybe at certain times during the day. I mean, you know, it's your choice. Control the things that you can control. This is going to really help your mentality and your emotions during this unusual time of our lives. Because what makes us upset is the sense of lack of control. Like, everything is happening, you know? If you are taking charge of what is under your control, you're going to feel much less pushed around by everything that's happening, okay? Because honestly, it's likely that everything that's happening, that a lot of it is not really affecting you. But in your head, it's like, oh no, oh no. And you don't have to feel that way. You know, it's like with my credit cards. I don't have to have that feeling of dread every time I get a statement. Or sometimes on my phone where the credit card is, I'll see a little number, you know, there, a little, I don't know what they call it, a notification, you know, and I'll have to look at it. And when it's opening, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I forget to pay it? I don't have to live with that extra stress in my life. So I'm going to take the time now to make a list of how all those things get paid. You know, I have a lot of other life going on. I don't keep in my head every second of the day how I'm managing payments on credit cards. I forget. And then, you know, a statement comes or a notification comes on my phone or my computer, and I go, oh, did I miss something? This is a good time to take control. Now, the other day I told you about my laundry and how, you know, it could end up piling up on the sofa, several loads of clean laundry, just about gathering dust. And I sat down and did a live, and I folded it while I was doing that. I seem to do better folding laundry when I'm talking with someone, so thank you to those of you with whom I talked. But, you know, I decided, no, you know, I'm going to stop doing that, because then it makes me all disorganized. I can't find what I want to wear. So, you know, what I'm saying here is there are certain things that you have control of that in the past, before this whole virus thing happened, and you had filled up your life with other activities that now, you know, maybe are kind of gone or postponed, you were, you know, you didn't make time for certain things. Like, I didn't make time to, you know, do the dishes regularly, or put away the laundry regularly, or get my credit card things, you know, organized. And now that I have more time, I'm going, wow, I have an opportunity to make some changes in my life so that when this whole thing is over, I can come out a better person, a healthier person, physically and mentally, because of making good choices. Now, I'll just give you one little tip before I sign off here. If you are having someone get your groceries, or maybe you're, you know, ordering it online and they deliver it or whatever, don't order unhealthy things, all right? If you know that if you order, you know, a gallon of ice cream and you're only going to eat a half a cup at a time, or a cup at a time, just, you know, once a day or once every few days, okay. But if you think that you might sit with that whole gallon and get a spoon and just go at it until you're almost sick, don't order the ice cream. I mean, look, use this opportunity where you're not, there at the store where you can just get anything, or perhaps where you had more money and now, some people are restricted financially. Get healthy things, and you know what? You'll be much more likely to eat healthy things, right? If that's all there is to eat in the house. And I tell you, whatever you give your body, it will eventually crave. And one quick example, I never used to eat cabbage. I mean, well, yeah, maybe once or twice a year I would buy a prepared thing of cabbage rolls, stuffed with meat and baked. And then, the little pieces of purple cabbage that come in a mixed salad, just a few little pieces for color. That's how much I ate cabbage. I discovered when I went on my healthy lifestyle plan that I love cabbage. I started eating it kind of on principle, and I liked the crunch of it. And then I liked the taste of it. And now, for snacks, sometimes I'll sit around and eat raw cabbage. I love it roasted, sautéed, even just cooked in the microwave to make it soft, and it gets sweeter when you cook it. So, here I've developed, instead of sitting and eating like half a box of vanilla wafers or Oreos, I'm eating cabbage. Who would have ever thought? But it's true. What you give your body will crave. So, I'm just going to set the rainbows going here with my prisms that I have hanging because they keep me really, really happy. So listen, think of the areas where you have choices that you can make. Write them down and start working on them. That will give you a sense of much more control of the things that you're able to control, and then you won't have any time to think about those things that you can't control. Okay? Have a wonderful day. God bless you.